I am certain that all of you join me in hopes that in this year of 1796, he will inform us today that he intends to stand for election for yet a third term of office. Well, gentlemen, ladies, without any further ado, again, it's my pleasure to present to you the President of the United States, George Washington. Thank you, sir. Friends, citizens, good people of the United States of America, the instance for a new election of a citizen to administer our executive branch of government being not far removed, I thought at this time it proper that I apprise you of the decision that I have reached, not without some mature reflection. And that is that my name shall not be amongst the number from whom your choice shall be made. No! I have long hoped that I might be allowed to return to that peaceable retirement from which I have been so reluctantly drawn. But the confused and perplexed state of our affairs, both domestic and abroad, have caused me to forego my own personal preferences. Stepping away as I now do from the public stage, I cannot fail but to look with gratitude upon the many honors which you as a people have placed upon my brow, and the continuing support that you have given me. We are taught by the ancients that there is no greater honor that any man may hope to achieve than recognition by his neighbors in virtuous countrymen for service to his nation. And so for that recognition, I am certainly pleased. Perhaps here I ought to stop. That my ongoing and continuing concern for your happiness and felicity as a people causes me to wish to share with you certain opinions that I have come to, thoughts which I hope will be received by you, not as coming from the President of our United States, but rather simply the remarks of a departing friend who cannot hope for any personal gain by having shared them with you. In these last several years, we have all learned to look upon the union of our states with great love and affection. And so it should be. For a country to which you are a citizen, whether by birth or by choice, that country has the right to concentrate your affections. There is no greater honor that may be bestowed upon you than your title of American, which is your title in your national capacity. A title which bestows the truly patriotic heart, far more than any honors which may be given by way of regional distinctions. We are all, but with very little difference, quite similar. We worship the same God. We speak the same language. We enjoy the same political principles and customs. The independence and liberty which is now ours is the result of joint efforts, joint struggles, joint disappointments, and joint successes. 16 states, all of them pulling against one another, and every one of them tugging against the federal head will certainly bring upon us our ruin. This is as clear to me as ever was the sun in its meridian brightness. Whereas a wise and liberal constitution, closely watched and guarded to prevent encroachment, it gives us every reason to suppose that we might obtain that level of dignity and respect that we had every promise of achieving. In these last several years, we have all become witnesses of a most novel and astonishing of spectacles, of an entire people gathered together peaceably to determine for themselves under what form of government they believe they will live most happy. The people of our United States have gathered, and with serious deliberation have created a new written constitution far superior to its predecessor. One that provides for a balance of its powers and allows for its own amendment. In truth, it may well be said that the most important of all of our political principles and customs is this ability to amend our systems of government. But let us always remember that just as with any other human institution, that time and experience are just as necessary to determine the usefulness of government and constitutions. Let us never enter into alteration or change simply for the want of innovation or novelty. Likewise, let us remember that before such amendment is made by the people as a whole, that the Constitution as it exists at any given time is the law of our land and must be given all due respect and dignity. There is no more power granted unto our general government than that which is absolutely necessary for the business of good government. These powers are divided betwixt a legislative, executive, and judicial branch, in such fashion that there may never rise an aristocracy, a monarchy, an oligarchy, or any other form of despotic or tyrannic government, provided there remains virtue within the breast of our people. For by way of our Constitution, the sovereignty of this nation shall always lay within its people. Let us never allow any branch of our government to encroach upon the powers of the other two. For such encroachment tends to concentrate all the powers of government into just a few hands, and it is a true form of despotism. Or there may well arise some occasion where such encroachment appears to give some temporary benefit, or to increase our national security. But we must always be mindful that it is by encroachment that one finds the usual means by which free governments are destroyed. Therefore, any benefit that may be had on the short term is greatly outweighed by the evils of which such precedents lean towards. If there is some error in how the powers of our government be distributed, let them be altered. Let them be altered by amendment and never by encroachment. I mentioned when I began that we should avoid seeing factions arise